Time for the next pre-final of the day, the 2021 Rotax Max Pro Tour, round number 1 here at Warwick Kart Club, brought to you by Karting New South Wales, and it is the Rotax Mini Max who make their way out onto the circuit. Round they all come then, heading past me. On track we have the number 12, Ayrton Del Masso. The number 23, Jackson Burns. The number 27, Dimmer. The number 31, Jensen Burns. The 33, Christian Faro. The number 42, Louis Brown. The 47, Eli Patton. The 48, Joel Lammers. They are the drivers in the Minimax class, about to get 15 laps of pre-final racing underway. And your pole sitter and his twin brother, Jensen Burns, on the inside, Jackson Burns on the outside. He just gives him the signal to slow the hell up. And I think they'll want to get this right first time round. Off that second row, Louis Brown is on the outside suicide. He's got to do it around the outside of Power Republic. Not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but he's going to fully send it for sure. We get the wave from the boys. Dimmer, they all give a wave. Del Masso waves, Dimmer waves, Joel waves, the twins give a wave. But now the serious stuff begins. They are ready to fully send it. This is a very competitive field of Minimax drivers, Lammers and Del Masso, Faro and Patton off the back. Remember, Patton, 11 months into his racing career, that's all, never been here. Do we go green? Yes we do. Dimmer, he tried to pull up the inside and he's gone back 1, 2, 3, 4 places. He got caught out, and look at Louis Brown trying to go up the inside, but he's had to slot into P3, and we've lost one at the back. I think it's Faro, because Del Masso's gone to P4. Dimmer finds himself in 5. Louis Brown's gone to 2 already. He's not mucking around. Louis Brown, following one of yesterday's disappointments, has absolutely nailed it and gone already into P2. Jackson Burns got the lead and the whole shot. Jensen's down in P4 now. Round they come. Jackson Burns, Louis Brown, Del Masso, Dimmer trying up the inside of Jensen Burns. Then it's Lammers following on Patton, then Faro at the back, because they all go down into Power Republic for the first flying lap. Round they head then. Jensen Burns on the back of Del Masso, goes a much tighter line. Del Masso went wide, but manages to bring it through Global Hub comfortably. Down the back straight, into Zach's Motorsports they go. Now they're going to head to Better Pens, and already snaking their way back towards me. The leader, Jackson Burns, first time he's led, and he's smoking it from Brown. Then Del Masso, Jensen Burns, Dimmer, Lammers, Patton at the back at the moment. Faro trying to catch them. Jensen Burns has been passed. Dimmer's got him. Dimmer's up to 4. So Dimmer now trying to get his head down, and so is Burnsy. Jensen looks to go inside. Yes, he does. Jensen Burns goes back to P4. These two are going at it. Burns and Dimmer round they head. Down the back straight. Still Dimmer looking to make that move back on him. And will he catnap him into Better Pens? No, he doesn't. He stays where he is. Leaders back towards me. The gap is 1.2 seconds. Jackson Burns, Louis Brown, Del Masso, Jensen Burns and Dimmer. Still Dimmer stays where he is. He may just stay there for a little bit longer and trying to get on the back of Del Masso. And Lammers, he's not out of this. Patton goes through. Then Faro goes through behind at the back, struggling, following that little mishap earlier on, but the leader has now got 1.4 seconds. Jackson Burns, he's turned the afterburner on. No one's going to catch him. He's absolutely away with it. Here they go, down the back straight into Zach's Motorsport, through into Better Pens, and back towards us with a 1.410 second lead. Jackson Burns looks mighty fast. The first of the twins, then Louis Brown, then Del Masso, then the second of the twins. Jensen Burns heads into Cashies, right behind Del Masso now, and he and Dimmer are reeling it down. 2-1. And the gap is now 1.412. He was just 200ths of a second quicker than Louis Brown. He's trying to match his times and just can't go quicker. But then Jensen, Burns and Dimmer both go quickest laps, identical laps, 46.462. The pair of them, unbelievable stuff. Jensen, Burns and Dimmer did identical laps. That is unbelievable stuff as they head round onto the main straightaway of Sinking Straight, and then Louis Brown goes quickest, 46.353. He's answering the call and starting to reel in Jackson Burns. 1.356 is the gap now. Jensen Burns all over Dalmasso. Dimmer's been dropped. Dalmasso now is going to have to hang on in there as Lammers goes through. Patton goes through. Faro's at the back. Through goes Faro, but here comes the leader. Jensen, Louis Brown, Jensen, there's Dalmasso. Burns, he got him coming out of New Pub. And so now, Jensen Burns is going to chase down the leaders. And for sure, in 9 laps, he's got time to do it. Do they go through Power Republic, who is the quickest? Louis Brown still has the quickest lap of the race, and the gap is still 1.324. Right, they come through Global Hub. Dimmer's starting to reel in Dalmasso once more. Now that Jensen Burns has cleared him, Dimmer's coming back at him. Right, they'll come back towards me, 6 laps in. This will make it 7, and Jackson Burns still leads from Louis Brown. Then Jensen Burns, Essen Dalmasso, Dimmer. Behind Dimmer, Joel Lammers goes through. Then Eli Patton goes through. Faro, here comes Christian. Still chasing hard. Won't give up to the end. And over the line they all go, and they see 8 laps on that board. Oh, he's gone out again to 1.399 this time. The gap from Jackson Burns to Louis Brown just extended a little bit further, and Ayrton Dalmasso does the quickest lap of the race. The ACT driver, never seen this circuit, and on the pre-final does the quickest lap of the race, chasing none other than the second of the twins, Jensen Burns. Through they go. Dalmasso looks nice and comfortable, not getting underneath that cowling, staying upright in the seat, holding his nerve still. Round they go, round pub, heading down, sinking, 7 to go. Over the shoulder, the left shoulder, looks Jensen Burns, the nervy look. Through they go, through JG Kart, heading on to Global Hub now. Still Dalmasso in the hunt. Through goes Dimmer, through goes Lammers, then it'll be Patton. Eli heads past the grandstand, chasing those guys out front, and here comes out front Jackson Burns, followed by Louis Brown, then Jensen and Dalmasso. The gap looks to be stable at the moment. Dalmasso did not go faster that time round. He was a 10th off Jensen Burns this time. So Dalmasso did a cracker lap, then unfortunately a little bit of a mistake. Over the line they've gone round Power Republic into JG Kart and onto Global Hub. The leaders all steam through. It's still Burns, Brown, Burns, Dalmasso, Dimmer, Lammers, Patton, Faro. There goes Patton through Global Hub, past the grandstand. Eli then in the number 47 car goes through Zach's Motorsport whilst in front of us. Burns and Brown, Burns and Dalmasso, Dimmer, Lammers, all on his own. The 48 kart goes into Cashies, will not be caught, I don't think, by Eli Patton, but has just got to keep focused and continue on his way. Christian Faro doing everything he can to get to at least Patton, but I think he's running out of laps rapidly, while the leader looks over that left shoulder. 1.6, they've given up the chase. Maybe tyre conservation mode has come into play. because they have definitely given up the chase. 1.6 back to Louis Brown from Jackson Burns. 3 seconds back to Jenson Burns. And 3.6 back to Ayrton Del Masso. But they all go through Cashies. Dimmer chases him through Pub. Patton goes through, Faro will go through, and there are 4 laps of this race to go. It's all spaced out. Nobody is looking like there's any moves left in them. And barring a miracle, this will be a roll down to the finish with just 3 laps to go after this one. Round they come then. First up, Jackson Burns leads. Louis Brown in P2. Jenson Burns 3. Ayrton Del Masso 4. Zimmer 5. Joe Lammers in 6. Eli Patton in 7. Christian Faro in 8. As they all head through Cashies, completing another lap. And they see 3 to go on the board. There are no dramas at the moment for any of them. 12 laps now completed. 46.241. Get that. On lap number 11, the quickest lap to Jackson Burns, the leader, mighty late in this race. And he has a 2-second lap. Much like Scotty Howard did in the first of the pre-finals. Jackson Burns has announced emphatically that he wants to win this weekend. The question is, can he do this again in the final? Have they all decided to let him run on this one, or is this the performance which is showing everybody what he's got? The Paralympic driver has absolutely gone into the distance with 3 to go. 2.254 seconds the gap. There is no coming back from that one. He has smoked them into Cashies. Gets his head down still trying to go faster. And the last lap board is shown. Burns gets it, Brown gets it, Jenson Burns gets it, then Del Masso and Jimmer. Following them, it's going to be Lammers and Patton. And Faro goes round Pub now and starts his final lap, while the leader already into better bends and rapidly making his way through to New Pub. It is an emphatic victory for this man, the number 23. Jackson Burns goes through Cashies, and here we go, heading through Pub, your winner, the pre-final, Minimax, giving up Jackson Burns, fifth Pub, second, Louis Brown, third, Jenson Burns, fourth, Ayrton Del Masso, fifth, Jimmer, sixth, Joe Lammers, seventh, Eli Patton, eighth, Christian Faro. Well done to the Minimaxes. A great drive as they all just coast through Zach's Motorsport onto better bends, and they're starting to just look over each other and probably want to shake each other's hand as they do. The fist bump from Jackson.